The journey to Machon Smicha started long before. When I started this journey, I went from flying on Kol Nidre night and not being able to read a single aleph or base. I'd never learned to read Hebrew. At some point I made the decision and I went from keeping nothing on Friday to Shema Shabbos on Friday afternoon.
I was in first grade and I came home with these workbooks to write aleph base. And so he actually learned to write Hebrew with me.
It was the start of the journey, yes. Credit for my business success has to go to probably even more so or equally so to my wife. The potential for Aquazania cropped up on the horizon, a gift from Hashem. And my wife was reluctant to be in a water business because she didn't see the potential for helping people. The fact that Aquazania became the vehicle to help Jews earn a parnasa was the recipe for the success of my business. Growing it to that scale was something you come to realize at the end of that process when you're selling it. And being able to sell it was going to give me the opportunity to sit down and learn Torah, which I'd never had. My daughter said to me, "Tati, why don't you try and do smicha?" I said, "You're crazy. There's no ways that I can possibly do smicha." The Rebbe said that in every household someone should have smicha. I was encouraged by that concept. And so I signed up. Machon Smicha was great. They provided me with the materials, they provided me with the encouragement, and they made it possible for someone like me who'd never had a formal yeshiva background to be able to go through the program and see that it was possible to get smicha. I spent probably 30 odd years being frustrated and intimidated by Torah texts. And one of the beauties of a program like Machon Smicha is that it converted unfamiliar and frustrating into remarkably familiar and pleasurable. I have to say that every single member of my family had a role to play in every part of my journey of getting involved in learning Torah.
My father often underscores his own worth and gives it to all of us children for giving him the ability and the time to do it. But really, he's the one who did it, and he earns and deserves that credit.
What Machon Smicha has given me is a very real understanding that it can't end with me. I have an obligation to give it to someone after me and for him to give it to someone after him, etc. Because that's the continuity of what Machon Smicha represents, this continuity of the Messiah all the way from Moshe Rabbeinu at Har Sinai and continues ultimately until Mashiach, please God, should